Well, here I am, and I'm in front of the camera this time. Normally, I am somewhere else. Normally, you see my hand or my finger with a pun or something. Just a ridiculous video to get views. That's why I do them. Although I do like the puns and I also like the backgrounds, so there is a little creativity to it. But that's just one version of myself. Normally, I am not like that. Normally, I'm a bit more contemplative, but boring. Yes, boring. Not exciting whatsoever. I have a personality somewhere, but it's not a good one. It's not an exciting one. I like dressing this way for the video. I don't wear these kind of hats out in public. I have hair under the hat. I just, I don't like the way I look on camera. And so I do things to distract one from my image, if you could say that. So I don't have a lot of subscribers and I don't have a lot of viewers. They only watch my puns, puns that I don't write. I just find them online. I mean, if I wrote those puns, I guess I'd be good at writing puns. But what I want to talk to you about is that something is off, not in my life per se, but something is off in the universe or on planet Earth. Like something is not necessarily wrong, but it feels off. Like the balance is off. Like, you know what I mean? Something is off balance. Now, I don't know how to explain this because I don't know. It would take probably a long time to discuss the metaphysics of this theory. But other people have said that they believe that time is faster. I don't know about that. I mean, personally, I don't see it. But I do feel like something is off in this world, on this planet. And it occurred to me at the beginning of the year. And there's something else that occurred to me as well. Like from the later part of December into January, my family were experiencing lots of health issues. And I caught a very bad cold during that time. The dog had surgery. I mean, there's all kinds of things going on. But it was mostly other family members. And I thought, like, you know, what's, I mean, could it get any worse, for them? But then a little voice told me, you're next, meaning me, I'm next. And then I started having these strange visions of my death and the people talking about me, saying good things or maybe even bad about who I was when I was alive and getting rid of my things. So I started getting rid of a lot of my things at the beginning of the year. And so because I thought, I don't want all these things and I don't want anybody else to just toss them in the garbage, so I'll just get rid of them. These are things that I wasn't attached to really. But then something else happened. I read a book, I can't think of the name, but it was by a cardiologist, and he recommended certain supplements to take. And so I started doing that, and then I started buying extra exercise equipment. Like I have a pull-up station, I have a Bosu ball, I have kettlebells. And so I started doing those things. Even though I'd always been into exercise, but lately I started getting into it more. Like I do at least 10,000 steps a day. I have one of those um, pedometer things. I believe that's what it's called. So I use that. Now I don't always reach 10,000, not every day, but most days I reach it or I get close, like in the 9,000 something. One time I was tired, but I could have reached a 10,000 easily because it was just like 9,000, I don't know, 800 and something. I don't know. But so maybe the visions are trying to tell me something that I need to improve, like my life, or do things differently, do things better. I don't know. But maybe by saying something's off, maybe I was talking more about me and not the universe as a whole. But other people have discussed this as well. I've seen it online, people talking about something being off. I don't know. I don't know what it could be. Maybe you know. Maybe you feel it too. Maybe it's not just one person's psychosis. Maybe it's mass psychosis. That's why I have this background. It's DMT. Even though I've never done DMT, but this is DMT art, and so I feel it's relevant to this discussion. And it's a from a webcam software thing I found. I kind of always do videos in front of the camera because I always feel like I have to show a different version of myself. You know what I mean? Even though I don't really even know myself, not in the way that most people probably know themselves. That's why I could never be a YouTube personality like Tim Pool or somebody like that. Like they talk about the same things all the time. I would get bored with that. I would have to do something radically different. I get bored easily, and I don't like talking about the same things all the time or whatever. I mean, I would just get bored with myself, whoever that person is. you know, but I guess that's why I don't have a lot of viewers. I don't have a lot of subscribers. Not a lot of people watch my videos because I can't stick with one thing. And I don't know what that is. I don't know why that is. It must be a character flaw in some aspect of my personality. But I can't do it. I can't stick with one thing for too long. Now, certain things in life I can, like exercise. I'm very consistent with that. I'm not consistent with my diet because I always seem to fall back and mess that up. Like my books, the book selections I read a variety of different books. I can't stick with one thing, but I am a little more consistent with law books. But other than that, I bounce around. I just bounce around like I'm a lost soul in this surreal universe. And I can't be contained in one box. I'm like a fragmented bunch of circles, swirling round and round, eternally chasing his tail. Well, anyway, that's all I got, and nobody's gonna watch this. I won't even watch this because I get bored with myself. I don't like to watch myself, and so that's that.